So welcome, this is another video based upon the equations of the straight line. Let us try to solve these questions. Lines L1 and L2 are both parallel to this equation, passes through origin, and L1 passes through origin, whereas L2 passes through -4. Find the equations of L1 and L2. So first of all, we have to find the gradient of this line. Gradient of this line is minus a upon b, which is -3 upon -1, which is 3. Now equation of L1 will become y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y equals to 3x. Equation of line L2, y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y equals to 3x plus 12 plus 7. Y equals to 3x plus 19. Then question number 2, the line L passes through 4, 2 and 8, 5. Find the equation of the line L. So first of all, I'll find the gradient, which is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is 5 minus 2 upon 8 minus 4, which is 3 upon 4. Now equation will be y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y equals to 3 upon 4x minus 3 plus 2. So y equals to 3 upon 4x minus 1. But is asking in this form. So multiplying by 4 on both sides. 4y equals to 3x minus 4. 3x minus 4y minus 4 equals to 0. Question number 3. The line segment AB is the diameter of the circle. Find the coordinates of the center. Center is all going to be the midpoint formula. What is midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2, which is 9 minus 7 upon 2, 3 minus 9 upon 2, which is 1 comma negative 3. 3 points ABC have coordinate this much. Find the gradients of AB and moreover, what is he asking? Coordinates of the center of the circle and the length of the diameter. For finding the length, we know the distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Square root of 9 minus minus 7 becomes plus 7 whole square, plus 3 minus minus 9 becomes plus 9 whole square, which is 16 square plus 12 square, which is 256 plus 144, which is going to be square root of 400, which is 20. Question number 4a, gradient of AB. So I take A and B, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Minus of minus 8 becomes plus 8. 3 upon 4, which is 3 upon 12, which is 1 upon 4. Gradient of BC, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is 2 upon 8, which is 1 upon 4. Explain why your answers of AB and BC are collinear, because they have same gradient. Same gradient and passing through same point. They are having same gradient and passing through same point. A dog breeder is measuring the rate at which the puppy length is growing. Back length is the distance from the back of the neck to the base of the tail. At 1.5 weeks old, the puppy length 2.3 centimeters. 6.5 weeks old, it measures 6.3. Use the linear model. Find an equation of L in terms of W and C. So L equals to, let it be MW plus C. L is the length, W is the age. Now, what am I going to do? 2.3 centimeters. At how much age? 1.5. So 1.5 M plus C. Next time it is 6.3 age. At what? 6.5 M plus C. Now try to simplify it out or subtract. So 4 equals to negative 4 equals to negative 5M. M equals to 4 upon 5. Plug in M as 4 upon 5 over there. So 2.3 equals to 1.5. M is 4 upon 5 plus C. So 2.3 equals to 1.2 plus C. So what is the value of C? 1.1. So what will be the equation now will become? L equals to 0.8W plus 1.1. Use your model to find the length of the puppy after 20 weeks. So L equals to 0.8 times 20 plus 1.1, which is 17.1. Use the model to find the age of the puppy that has back length 11.9. 11.9 equals to 0.8W plus 1.1. 10.8 equals to 0.8W. So W equals to 13.5 weeks. Question number 6. The line L1 has an equation given in the question, and L2 has this equation. L1 crosses x-axis. X-axis means y equals to 0. So substitute 3x minus 2 times 0 plus 4 equals to 0. 3x equals to negative 4. X equals to negative 4 upon 3. Negative 4 upon 3 comma 0 is a. Y-axis means x equals to 0. Y equals to 5 minus 0. Y equals to 5. So 0 comma 5, which is b. Find the area of the triangle. If I try to draw the triangle there, this is minus 4 upon 3 comma 0. This is 0 comma 0 and 0 comma 5. So this distance has to be 4 by 3 and this distance has to be 5. Half times base times height. Half times base is 4 upon 3 times 5, which is 10 upon 3 unit square. Two perpendicular lines L1 and L2 intersect at P. L2 crosses x-axis at Q. Find the equation of L1. So there are two perpendicular lines, L1, L2. They intersect at P. L2 crosses through Q, which is minus 3 comma 0. So P is 2 comma 5. So L1 also passes through 2 comma 5. So first of all, I'll find gradient of PQ, which is gradient of L2. Y2 minus Y1 upon minus 3 minus 2, x2 minus x1, negative 5 upon negative 5, which is 1. So what will be gradient of L1? Will be negative 1, because it is perpendicular. Now equation of L1 will become, L1 is also passing through 2 comma 5. Y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Y equals to negative x plus 2 plus 5. Y equals to negative x plus 7. L1 crosses the x-axis at R. So y equals to negative x plus 7. X-axis means y equals to 0. 0 equals to negative x plus 7. X equals to 7. So what is the value of R? R value is going to be nothing but how much? 7 comma 0. Find the area of the triangle PQR. So it is like this. This is Q, this is R, this is P. At P it is 90 degrees, so it is a right angle triangle. Q is negative 3 comma 0, R is 7 comma 0 and P is 2 comma 5. Now what should I do? I should be finding the area of a triangle. So if at all I consider this is a right angle triangle, this becomes the base and this distance becomes the height. So I'll find the base distance, square root of minus 3 minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5 whole square, which is going to be root 50. Similarly, I'm going to find the height. So height, let me find a space for finding the height. So 0 is 7, then I do this, x equal to 7, r equals to 0 comma 7. Then I find the height. Height equals to square root of 0 minus x2 minus x1 whole square. X2 minus x1 whole square is 7 minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5 whole square. which is equal to again square root 50. So now area is going to be area half times base is 50, height is 50. 50 upon 50 is 25 units square. Question number 8. Find the intersections of the straight lines form a parallelogram. Find the coordinates of the parallelogram. So basically a parallelogram will have two sides parallel, opposite sides are parallel. So we can see that this equation and equation 1, and if at all I consider this as equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 and equation 4, we can see that 1 and 2 are parallel. So therefore this will be equation 1, 3x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. So I'll draw neatly once again. This is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4. So I draw a parallelogram. So the first equation is 3x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Another equation will become 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals to 0. These two are parallel, whereas x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0, then half x plus y plus 2 equals to 0. Those are the equations. Find the points of intersections of those both. So first of all, I should solve equation 1, 1 and 3, solving 1 and 3. So 3x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0, x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. Solving them, 2y gets cancels, 4x plus 4 equals to 0, x equals to negative 1. Plug in x equals to negative 1 in any one of the equation. 3 times of negative 1 minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Negative 3, negative 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Negative 2y plus 9 equals to 0. Y equals to negative 9 upon 2. So answer is negative 1. Negative 9 can be written as negative 1, 4, 1 upon 2. That is point A. Now let me add a page and do point B. For point B, I will be doing it out 3 and 2. X plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals to 0. Add both the equations. 4x minus 20 equals to 0. 4x equals to 20. X equals to 5. Plug in x equals to 5. 5 plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. 2y minus 3 equals to 0. 2y equals to 3. Y equals to 3 upon 2. So the point is 5, 1, 1 upon 2, which is B. Now coming to C, 2 and 4. So first of all, 4 can be written as x plus 2y plus 4 equals to 0. Multiplying this entire equation with 2. So 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals to 0. X plus 2y minus x plus 2y plus 4 equals to 0. Add both the equations. It becomes 4x minus 16 equals to 0. Then this is plus 4. Then what does that becomes? 4x minus 8. So 4x equals to 8, x equals to 2. Plug in x equals to 2, 2 plus 2y plus 4 equals to 0, 2y plus 6 equals to 0, 2y equals to negative 6, y equals to negative 3. So point C is 2 comma negative 3. Finally point D. I will be taking equation 1 and 4. 3x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. 3x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0, and x plus 2y plus 4 equals to 0. x plus 2y plus 4 equals to 0. Then 2y gets cancels, 4x plus 16 equals to 0, 4x equals to negative 16, x equals to negative 4. Plug in x equals to negative 4, 2y equals to 0, y equals to 0. So the point D is minus 4 comma 0. Question number 9. An electrician charges a fixed fee of £45 and 22 per hour, 22 hour plus 45. That is the equation. A rival charges 25 per hour, 25H plus 36. This is P2 and P1. Determine which electrician is cheapest for, if at all it is taken 4 hours. So P1 was 22H plus 45. So if at all for 4 hours it will become 22 times 4 plus 45, which is 133. If at all it is taken for 4 hours, 24 times 4 plus 36, which is again 136. So he is cheaper. Electrician 1 is cheaper by £3. Question number 10. Line L1 has equation, L2 has equation. Determine whether L1 or L2 are perpendicular, parallel or neither. So slope of L1 minus A upon minus B, so which is 5 upon 2. Slope of L2 minus A upon B minus 2 upon 5. So when I multiply M1 M2, 5 upon 2 times minus 2 upon 5, which is negative 1. If the product of the slopes is negative 1, it is perpendicular. L1 and L2 intersect at a point P. Find the coordinates of P. So first equation is 5x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Second equation is 2x plus 5y plus 28 equals to 0. I multiply first equation with 5, second equation with 2. So I get 25x minus 10y plus 60 equals to 0. Then 4x plus 10y plus 56 equals to 0. Then I add both. 29x plus 116 equals to 0. 29x equals to negative 116, x equals to negative 4. Plug in x equals to negative 4 in any one of the equation. So 5 times negative 4 minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Negative 20, negative 2y plus 12 equals to 0. Negative 2y, negative 8 equals to 0. Negative 2y equals to 8, y equals to negative 4. So what is the point? Negative 4 comma negative 4. L1 meets y-axis at Q. Y-axis means x equals to 0. What is L1 equation? 5x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. 5x minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. So 5 times 0 minus 2y plus 12 equals to 0. 2y equals to 12, y equals to 6. So what is the value of Q? 0, 6. R lies on PQ. PQ. R lies on PQ. So this is 3:1. So this is 0, 0 and 0, 6. Means the total distance is 6. Now multiply this with 2. So now what are the coordinates of R? He is asking us to find the coordinates of R. So 3:2, 3:1 ratio. So how should I be able to find the coordinates of R if the total distance is 6? What am I going to do? That is, this point is, this one is 3/4 of the total distance and this one is 1/4 of the total distance. So 3/4 of the total distance and 1/4 of the total distance. But P is not 0, 0. P is how much? Minus 4, minus 4. If at all it would have been 0, 0, it would have been easier. So it is negative 4, 4. Now we need to remember one simple formula. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, this is m, this is n, and this point is x comma y. If we want to know x comma y, the formula to remember is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. This is the formula to know the point. M value is 3, x2 value is 0, n value is 1, x1 value is negative 4 upon 3 plus 1. Similarly, m value is 3, y2 value is 6, n value is 1, y1 value is 4 divided by m plus n. Negative 4 upon 4, 18 plus 4 is 22 upon 4. So, what does that becomes? And negative 4 upon 4 is negative 1, and mx2, my2 plus ny1. Here this value is also negative, so it is negative 4. So it becomes 18 minus 4, 14. 14 upon 4, 7 upon 2. So which is negative 1, 3, 1 upon 2 is going to be the final answer. So that completes the video. See you in the next video. Bye.